Alrighty then. Is we in here? Let me check. Can y'all hear me? Make sure everything's good. Awesome. I can hear myself at least. All right, man. Well, what's up, y'all? What's up, Corey? What's up? Don't call me Danny. I'm surprised you beat Stardust tonight. You know what I mean? But what's up, Ian? So I have a couple of things I want to talk about tonight. You know what I mean? But before we get to that, let's catch up because you know what I mean. I haven't done a podcast last week. Be for real, because I ain't got nothing to talk about that night. You know what I mean? Sometimes I ain't got shit to talk about. How am I gonna do an hour podcast with nothing to talk about? So I was like, plus at Sekiro in my mind, all I can hear is just ting 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 ting. You know what I'm saying? The back of my head, and I had to do that. So that's why I haven't done a podcast recently. But tonight I do have some things to talk about. Couple of things happened on Twitter today, which is, normal, usual Twitter fuckery shit, which I'm used to, But it struck me in a way that I feel like I want to talk about it because I don't feel like motherfuckers ever talk about subjects like they mean to. You know what I mean? I always do some random dodge and deflect and name calling and all that. And I don't do that type of shit. You already know, right? I just rather speak about the subject itself. But tonight, I will be doing a little bit of name calling because I think motherfuckers who, I'm saying, I'm gonna call names deserve that shit. So I'm gonna do that. But also after this is probably gonna be an hour and a half, maybe at the most an hour and a half. I ain't trying to go over an hour and a half because I'm trying to hop back on Sekiro. So I will stream Sekiro after this. I don't know for how long. I know it's gonna be at least for 3 hours. So if y'all want to see me die a whole bunch more, you know what I'm saying? Come through after the podcast. You know what I'm saying? After the podcast is over, I'll probably take like a 10 minute break or something and I'll hop back on and stream Sekiro. You feel me? But yeah, man. So that's what's going on. And the reason why I haven't streamed Sekiro in the last couple of days is because I've been dog tired. It's busy season where I work at. So Saturday, man, I came home and I didn't want to do shit. I was gonna stream Saturday too. I was gonna stream last night, but I had one of them days, man. That's when I know I'm old. Like I know I'm old as fuck now. Like when I was a kid, it doesn't matter how hectic a Friday or a Saturday is. I'm going out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out after that. But lately, like after a rough day, I come home, I ain't want to do shit. When I was a kid, I didn't even go home after work. I just dip out, I just dip out, be home at like 3 in the morning or some shit. But now I'm like exhausted, man. I can't do it no more. You know what I mean? So I got home last night, tired as fuck. So I grind on, Sekiro a little bit. Didn't really do shit. I just upgrade a couple things. You know what I mean? Didn't really do much else. Found some new areas and shit. So y'all gonna see me die in those areas. But let's get to the nitty gritty tonight, right? Let's talk anti-consumer. Reason why I want to talk about anti-consumer, just anti-consumer, not pointing fingers at, you know, what's up, Arian? Not pointing fingers at Xbox dudes or PC dudes or PlayStation dudes, Nintendo, none of that stuff. I'm just talking about the word anti-consumer itself. You know what I mean? And why it's been thrown around so much. Because I feel like motherfuckers just use that word for kicks and giggles. When they don't like something, it's automatically anti-consumer. So the two main reason I want to talk about anti-consumer is because there's two things that people associate it with a lot. For whatever reason, crossplay and exclusives, right? It's always the same shit over and over. And I speak about this for like, I feel like every few months. I don't think it's gonna be no rant because y'all already know me. I'm a laid back motherfucker. It's hard for me to rant unless it's tied to me personally. And this is not really personal. This is just some goofy shit. I mean, so let me break down what happened on Twitter recently, right? Um, Matter of fact, let me go to it because I really don't remember dudes' names and shit like that, right? But so all this started off with this. The homie Sick Humor TV, aka PlayStation Plus podcast, wrote something along. I'm gonna paraphrase him. Y'all can look up the tweet if y'all want. I'm sure y'all, following Sick. If you not, follow Sick, what I'm saying, on Twitter. But I'm pretty sure y'all seen that, right? Right, Savage? Everything is anti-consumer. When they don't like it, it's automatically anti-consumer. But Sick's basically saying this, right? PlayStation as a company, Sony, as a company, and PlayStation as a product and service because the PlayStation in a way is a product and a service, right? Damn you, Dory. Word do I? I don't. I've never thought of myself like that, man. I never like listen to myself and like, man, I sound black as fuck. Like I never thought of that. I'm just an Asian dude that spent most of his childhood in Asia and a little bit of it here in America, and I grew up mostly here. You know what I mean? And I just speak the way I speak because this is how motherfuckers around me talk. Like that's just how I talk, right? I could be professional, but I do that a solid, 8 to 12 hours a day in the AM hours. I don't want to do that when I get home. This is how I naturally speak. Well, naturally speaking would be Vietnamese, but you know what I'm saying? If I speak English to the homies and shit, this is how I would talk. Why would I like clean my shit up for YouTube? Like I don't make no money off of this. This is just from the heart, you feel me? Fuck y'all, man. Fuck you, Aaron. What's up, Yara? So so Six said something along the line of this, right? He basically said PlayStation is not responsible for motherfuckers who don't buy PlayStations. PlayStation have a responsibility to motherfuckers who buy and play on PlayStation because that's their customer base, right? That's basically it, right? Basically it. I'm paraphrasing, of course. If you all want to look at the exact tweet, y'all could do that. I don't feel like screen sharing and shit. It's just too much shit. I'm pretty sure y'all kept up with, what I'm saying, Six shit. If not, then go check it out, all right? And so there was a couple of dudes who said something along the line of anti-consumerism with that as well. And all I did was just saying, if you can't buy a product or don't want to buy a product, that's a you problem. Is that not? Like I feel like if you want to play with motherfuckers on PlayStation, buy a goddamn PlayStation. Vice versa. If you want to play dudes on Xbox, do that. Right? And if you're a PC dude, you can play with other PC dudes. What's the problem? I don't understand it. If you want to play with any one of these group of people, why not buy that product that they're on? Why not? It's a free market. It's the free country, and it's a free market. That's what you do. That's capitalism. How do you how do you equate crossplay with anti-consumerism? Because if you guys think about it this way, right? Take the name Sony out of it. Take the name of any business out of it. Say that you are head of a business, right? And you create gaming product. You spend millions and millions and millions of dollars on R&D on this one product, right? And you spend millions and millions and millions on top of that to create software for this product, right? Now, you would think that they're trying to cater to their audience because their audiences are gamers. And gamers, all they want is to play games. And if you can build me a product that play great games, I'm down with you, right? Am I right? Am I right? Isn't that what it is, right? So imagine this. Imagine this. If you are the owner of that company and you did that for your customer base, and people go out and buy it in the droves, right? Millions of people, tens. Matter of fact, by now it's probably hundreds of million of people bought your product. And all of a sudden, somewhere along the line, some dude came out and say, hey, man, you know that other company that you don't fuck with at all? Like they don't do no business with you, they have no ties with you, has nothing to do with you. The only thing in common that they have with you is they also make a gaming product. Hey, it's real fucked up and anti-consumer of you for me to not be able to play with them motherfuckers over there. Let that sink in. Let that fucking sink in. I mean, look, you could say that you would really appreciate what's up, Garuda? You would really appreciate if, you know, you could make it cross playable so I can play with some of the people I know on this other machine. That's fine. But to tell me as the company owner that did everything necessary to bring the product to you, and then you tell me, bro, if I can't play with this other group of motherfuckers who bought a different product that has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with you. You don't shake their hands, you don't do none of that stuff. They don't make you money, you don't make them money. But if you don't let me play with them motherfuckers over there, you're anti-consumer as fuck. You're not filling my needs. Not at all, Garuda. We just started. You know what I'm saying? You're not filling my needs. Really, dude? Is that anti-consumer to you? Right? Like anti-consumer is to not let you play with other motherfuckers that has nothing to do with me. I spend all this money to bring you the product that makes your life better. And do understand, okay? Do understand that gaming is a luxury. It is not mandated. You are not fucking guaranteed gaming shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a hobby. If you're in it, then be in it. I feel like that's a you problem if you don't want to buy a certain product. That's just the way it is. Who else is gonna like what's next? What up, Fatal? Fatal was there. Fatal know what I'm talking about. Apparently Fatal read the whole thing, right? So the reason why I want to bring this shit up is because I was on Twitter and I was bothered for a whole night and a half. Like a whole night. What's up, Brad? Plus a portion of this afternoon with some weirdo named Matthew. Yes, I said his name. Listen, Matthew, right? I mean, I don't usually do this shit. I don't call people out like that. But sometimes you need to set an example, bruh. Listen, Matthew, if you want to say something is anti-consumer, you have to give a legitimate reason why. You don't call people names and expect that to work. That's not how it works. Yeah, Midori, like who the fuck? Like what part of that even makes sense to anyone? Anti-consumer. You're hurting me as your customer by not letting me play with these other people that has nothing to do with you or me. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just saying dude's name because that's the only thing I remember about it. I'm not gonna say his Twitter name and his YouTube shit. That's too much shit. I did offer him to be on here, and y'all know that's wild, right? Because I usually don't offer motherfuckers to be on here. This is my own podcast. I'll run my mouth the way I feel like it. What's up, Stardust? I'm surprised you're not the first one today, motherfucker. Not today, huh? You feel me? Bruh, like crossplay would be a nice feature to have for those who want it. Yes. But that is not anti-consumer if a company doesn't want to do that. Do you not understand that? You notice how every time you say, why, ask a motherfucker, why is it anti-consumer? They start telling you all the pros that it comes with and all the cons that doesn't exist for no crossplay. Well, if there's crossplay, games can last longer because, there'll be more lobbies and shit. Bullshit. A game dies because people lose interest in it. It doesn't fucking matter. Right now, it dies separately in different, platforms. But if every one of those platforms can play together, they just die together. Y'all remember Angry Birds? Which one of y'all still playing Angry Birds? Angry Birds was a shit when it came out, and everybody and their mama was playing that shit. Who's playing it now? Hmm? Who's playing it now? Who's still playing PUBG? I'm pretty sure like there's a select group of people still probably playing PUBG. But who's playing PUBG? Hmm? Let's talk about Fortnite then. Fortnite. Who's playing Fortnite like that? Crossplay. But Nintendo didn't get no outrage when they pulled out the crossplay game for PUBG or not PUBG for Fortnite. Hmm? Hmm? Somebody explain that shit to me. This is not a rant. This is just me telling y'all what it is. You know what? I got called entitled, bruh. I got called entitled because I told motherfuckers if you want to play with a motherfucker on a console, buy that motherfucking console. I got called entitled for that. Me with my background getting called entitled by some white kid. No disrespect to white kids, but let's keep it real. Your worst day would equal to my best day if we talking about hard shit. But that's not about that. You know what I mean? It's not about that. It's the fact that I got called entitled where I was like, what? Yeah, you just called me entitled. You feel me, Lay? I got called entitled. And that's when I know, like, these motherfuckers ain't about shit. They just say random shit just to push some kind of random ass argument. And they don't want to speak about it for real. They just like arguing about it. Because I offered motherfucker. Look, you want to talk about it, you can hop on the podcast. You got a channel, I'll shit. I'll hop on yours. I don't give a fuck. Right? I'm not concerned about this shit. Because if you want to talk about anti-consumer, we can discuss it. And I don't throw out PC port beggars or Xbox this or none of that shit because that's not about anti-consumerism. Anti-consumerism is when a company fuck you over. I wonder why no one talks about Sony being anti-consumer when it comes to paying for online. I think that's anti-consumer as fuck. I pay damn near $100 for my internet. You mean to tell me I have to pay $60 a year to play on your fucking system? You feel me? And I know, yes, it comes with plus. But low key, I only have Plus because I need to play online. I wouldn't get Plus. I'm gonna keep it real. Any game I want, I buy. I don't fucking need Plus to give me free games. And it's not free if I have to pay a service for it. It's on lease. It's not free. I mean, just because I tell y'all to go buy some shit and shut the fuck up, that doesn't mean I'm entitled. That just means I'm real with reality. I know what's up with reality. That's how it works, bruh. Business needs to make money to stay in business. What kind of shit is this, bro? You know what I mean? Crossplay is if you don't do it, you're anti-consumer. If you don't shake hands with this other motherfucking company who's actually been your competition for the longest, and just because they decided to do it because they can't keep up no more. That's just the honest truth. And now you have to do it. Otherwise, you are anti-consumer. I'm still amazed I got caught. I still am very amazed. Almost shocked. I was clutching my shirt when was fucking called entitled. When I was a kid, man, I wanted all systems, but I couldn't. I couldn't because you already know I'm the son of a broken immigrant. Like, and there's child labor laws in America. I can't get a job at 9. I had to wait for like at least another 8. Well, I I got a job at 15, so no, more like 7 years, right? 6, 7 years. I had to wait 6, 7 more years before I can actually get a job in America. There's child labor laws here. There's no child labor laws where I came from. So I couldn't make no money on my own. And my dad has a bunch of kids that he gotta feed, man. He don't have money for extra shit, right? My first video game system was given to me, bruh. Given to me. And it was an Atari in the 90s. Bruh, what the fuck? And once I got a little bit older than that, when I was like 11 or 12, I wanted Nintendo. I wanted Sega. You know what I'm saying? I wanted both. I wanted both so bad. But I only have one, so I got a Nintendo. The homies got Sega, so I went through their crib and play. I never once, I never once was like, you know, all the games should be on all the fucking consoles. It's so fucking anti-consumer. Why can't I play fucking Sonic on my Nintendo system? I was 8. I know how the world works better than these motherfuckers grown as fuck already. Where the fuck have y'all been? I was 8 years old. I understand that shit. If you broke, take your broke ass home. You ain't playing no games. I knew that since I was 4. I had a job at 5, son. What the fuck? And these motherfuckers out here claiming it's anti-consumer. You're fucking me over because you're not allowing me to play with other motherfuckers that has nothing to do with you. Do y'all even hear this shit? You feel me? You feel me? I was like shocked and amazed by that statement. I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying there's no pros to crossplay. There is some, and I do agree with Guardian Bun. And if y'all don't know who Guardian Bun is, then it's none of your business. You don't need to know who she is. But she said cross progression would be nice because that way you only have to buy one game, right? And you could take it to other games. I mean, other system, and all your shit would like just move over. Just one account, just every all your shit, all your information would just go over to the other system. That would be cool. Unfortunately, it's gonna be difficult. That's gonna be real difficult, and it's not. That's not gonna be stopped by like console manufacturer. That's gonna be stopped by the publishers of those games. Because why the fuck would Activision want to sell you only one copy of a game? You feel me? Why would they only want to sell you only one copy of a game? If you buy one copy and you could play it on all console, then it fucking split their money up. They've been having you buy multiple fucking copies. If you want to say that's anti-consumer, then you're fucking stupid. It's an open market. You could buy this console and play this game, or you could buy this other console and play this motherfucking game, this third-party game. And you have to make that choice. You feel me? You have to make that choice. Grow the fuck up, man. Like, look, I don't even know Matthew like that. I don't even know who he is as a person, but I guarantee you he's a white kid. Bet money he's a white kid. And no disrespect to white kids, all right? Some of y'all handle y'all business. But I feel like usually it's some white kid that doesn't know the meaning of hardship would call someone else entitled. Because I don't call people entitled. I don't. You know why? Because as bad as I used to have it, my life is great now. And I had help from people to get where I am today too. And I know there's plenty of people that have it way worse, way, way worse than I do. Way worse. And I don't know their life like that. I don't. So I'm not gonna call random people like that entitled over video game shit, over a luxury. Do you understand? A luxury. This is luxury shit. All right? You don't need this shit to survive. I mean, when you barely have food, water, and sleep, that's when you know. That's when you can call other motherfuckers entitled. When you have to go hunting in a like on an empty stomach, not for kicks and giggles, not to shoot a fucking lion in the face and take a picture with it like you're proud about that shit. No, you have to spear something to death because you're fucking hungry. Then you could call me entitled. All right. Now, if any one of y'all want to check up on that, I don't delete my tweets. I stand by what I say all the time. Now, it was just some Twitter fuckery. It could have been just that. But this motherfucker bothered me for a whole night and a half. And here's the best part. I don't usually call people with names, but this dude's a cuck. All right. I know it's crazy that I'm even like saying that shit about a random motherfucker, right? But this dude's a cuck. You know why? Only a cuck would ask somebody else to handle his business. And I hope that dude does too, whoever the fuck that motherfucker was. I hope he does whatever he's supposed to do for this little motherfucker. You know what I mean? I want all the smoke. I speak about the subject and the subject only. I don't fucking like go after motherfucker, like attack them personally like that. I'm just a little offended they called me entitled. That's all. And it wasn't for that. If it wasn't for all that, this this podcast would have sounded a lot different. Because there's actually other things I'm way more mad about than this shit. You know what I mean? Quick to call someone a fanboy too. Quick to call someone a fanboy. You know, of course, console peasants. I think it's what he called me. He doesn't realize that's fanboy language. You calling console peasant? I mean, you're a PC gamer. Like, is that something like, bruh? Now I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? If you think a couple $1,000 gaming PC is like a high ticket item, Then let's play Big Bank, Little Bank. Nigga, I would murder your ass. Take your shit. Please. Nigga. I don't play on PC because it just doesn't, it's not conducive to my lifestyle. That's all it is. A couple of $1,000, bruh. I spend that on weekends sometimes. You feel me? And I'm not bragging. That's just what it is. It's just what it is, man. But to use that kind of language, then you're speaking like fanboy language. And I don't speak fanboy language. You feel me? I don't speak that. I don't know how to speak that. I speak real. Like if you want to, and I'm still putting it out there. I'm still putting it out there. Whenever you want to come through, bruh, because you know my channel. You brought up a video of mine. And it's because of that that I'm doing this one. You bring up a video of me that I did like a year ago, like it's going like I didn't know that I made my own videos. Like, what the fuck is this? You feel me? And then you ask another motherfucker to handle your business, bro. What kind of shit is this? I don't even know that dude, but I hope he does whatever it is the fuck you ask him to do. Weird ass little. I guarantee you, this little white kid. I guarantee you. Not too late, bro. Not too late. I guarantee you, bro. On my mama, I think that's a little white kid. But that's the thing I'm talking about. Half of these motherfuckers out here don't know what the fuck they talking about, or they latch onto a narrative and just follow it. Don't really have no opinions of their own. And that's why whenever you actually engage them in conversation about this shit, you don't actually get them to speak about the shit. You get random insults as if that actually changed anything. And that's all I'm saying. Crossplay, yo? Anti-consumer? If I tell you to buy a product to enjoy that product's shit, I'm entitled? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Fritanga, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know who that is. No disrespect to him because I really don't know him. This other dude just drag him into the conversation. But if you feel froggy, bro, you can leave too. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'm not on here on some fuckboy shit. I don't have time for that. I do this shit for free. Oh, so he eats the inferior type of rice. I feel you. Look, I don't have any disrespect towards PC and PC gamers. And I willingly will admit, like it's not like, it's not weird to say that PC plays third party games the best. Like that's not weird to say. That's real. That's reality. That's what's up. Usually PC will play a third party game the best. You get the best frame rate, you get the best visuals. Well, also depends on how much money you spend. But low key, if I was to be a PC motherfucker, there's no way I'm spending less than $1,000 on gaming. I for sure would buy a motherfucking PC. If I do, it's gonna be at least a stack. Why would you spend less than that on a motherfucking PC? You spend about somewhere between 400 to 600 on a console anyway. If you mean that shit, if you about, what I'm saying, if you're about gaming on a PC, because you're serious about frame rates and you're serious about fucking, you know, visuals, 4K, 8K, whatever the case may be, then cop a PC, right? But you're not really gonna get all that unless you spend a decent amount of money. So do that. It's well worth the money too. Don't let Thrash tell you otherwise. All right. I don't agree with that motherfucker on everything. I think PC is a great place to play as far as third party is concerned. All right. But just because your ass can't cross play with motherfuckers on console doesn't mean the console manufacturer is anti-consumer. The only motherfuckers that could say that shit real key is motherfuckers that own PlayStation and play on them, and they're not tripping. like 100 million console, and they're not tripping. I don't know why the fuck you are. You feel me? And another thing with PC dudes, because this narrative been going around a lot. Well, one last thing about this crossplay shit. Okay, crossplay been around since PlayStation 2. You can crossplay with PC. Where the fuck have y'all been? Hmm? Where the fuck have y'all been? Yeah, I be crossplaying with motherfuckers on Street Fighter 5 all the goddamn time. The fuck you mean? You feel me? The fuck do you mean? Where's Diver at, man? I wish Diver was here so he could do that. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? It is the best place to play fucking third party. It is. Multiplats is the best place to play. It's on PC. And don't let motherfucker get it like twisted. But, but commonly, when you buy a fucking console, consoles usually come with dope ass fucking exclusives. Used to. And I say used to because not all consoles are like that anymore. Some still are, but most are not. Unfortunately, most can't sell their own product no more, so they put their shit everywhere. Son, I'm not a child. I hate speaking like this because I feel like I'm talking to children. These are simple facts of life. And just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's anti-consumerism. If anything, you're being anti-business. You're anti-capitalism. You're damn near a commie. And trust me, I know something about communism. Jesus Christ, bruh. And the other side of anti-consumer, right? It's exclusives. Think about this. If exclusive is anti-consumerism, there's only two other options to go. You wish no exclusives ever existed, right? Ever existed. So it'll be fair. Only third party. Only third party. Which means God of War, which means The Last of Us, which mean shit Halo originally, fucking Mario, all these amazing games would never exist. Would never even existed. None of them would exist. Some of the greatest game in gaming history wouldn't exist because they're exclusives. Low key, my one of my favorite franchise of all time, Devil May Cry, wouldn't exist either because Devil May Cry originally was a PS2 exclusive. Was it? I'm tripping. Is it a PS2 or PS1? It's PS2, right? Yeah, it's PS2. The fuck? It would never even existed. Ninja Gaiden wouldn't existed because Ninja Gaiden started off as a fucking exclusive on the Xbox. Ninja Gaiden and fucking Gears was the reason why I bought an Xbox 360. And then Ninja Gaiden Black came out, and that one was actually better on PlayStation 3 because it has other shit in it. You know what I'm saying? But besides from that, I bought Xbox 360 just for Ninja Gaiden 1. Ninja Gaiden 1 was so fire, bro. It was so good. It was so good. It's one of my best, like my favorite games of all time was Ninja Gaiden 1. And Gears. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, so the two other options you can possibly have if there's no exclusives is either no exclusive existed at all, which means some of the greatest games of all time would never even exist, or or you're telling this company to spend their money to make a product and let every other business profit off of it. All right, Sony spend money for Sony Santa Monica to make God of War. And instead of them selling their product on their platform to make their money back, they just send it to all other platforms so everybody can get a piece. And everybody else didn't do shit. What other options is there if if fucking exclusive is anti-consumer? What other option do you have? That's the only two options I see existing. And is that better for gamers? Because any publisher who spend a crazy amount of money on a game and then all of a sudden let everybody get a piece, they're probably not going to stay in business for long. Because where's the money that comes back to it? Do you see what I'm saying here? Do you see what I'm saying? You either want no exclusive to ever exist, or you want some of the best games ever to never exist. Or you want companies to fail and die. Those are the two only options left. That's what happens if that shit's anti-consumer. That's all I gotta say about anti-consumer. If y'all want to look this dude up, you can. I do want to say this. I do want to say this. What I think about him is what I think about him. The last thing I want to do is have one of y'all fuck with this little dude. You know what I mean? Leave him alone. I'm just bringing up what I feel like is necessary to bring up. If he want to come through whenever, bruh, 9 o'clock every Sunday Eastern time, we in here. You want me to hop on your shit? I can hop on your shit. But you better come correct, because I'm not a child. I don't do the whole fanboy shit. Oh, you're just a entitled fucking corporate shill. Bruh, bruh, grow the fuck up. On to other things. Because I'm actually more upset about this thing than I am about that shit. The only reason why I even speak on that is because I said I would, and I want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But let me get to the thing that I'm actually upset about. Like, this actually hurt my core as a gamer. It actually hurt my spirit as a gamer. As y'all know, I'm pretty sure y'all have heard about this, but a journalist, a gaming journalist, that write for Forbes, was basically saying Sekiro, the developers of Sekiro, disrespect their fan base by not giving it an easy mode. Think about that. Think about that. And I'll tell y'all this right now, just to correlate put some thought in there, right? Y'all know I like playing fighting games, right? And when I go easy on you, it means I don't respect you. If like I'm not like trying my hardest to beat that ass, I don't respect you. If I respect you, I would go in. I would try to do everything it takes to murder your ass before the fucking round is over. That's a sign of respect. And here's the thing with this, right? This type of mindset has been going on for a while, and it's not just a gaming thing. This is a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. While I was in high school, right? I think I was around like in high school during the time. And they came out with that No Child Left Behind thing. Remember that shit? When I heard about that shit, I was amazed that people don't want their kids to do better. Like, your kid is struggling, so instead of like working with them to get them to do better, you tell the school board to lower the bar for them. And now them motherfuckers are in the workforce. And look, I want an easy mode. I want an easy mode. How do you even get an easy mode on Sekiro? A game built around split second parrying. How? Hey, and low key, I've watched some other people play like certain parts of Sekiro, the parts that I've been to, and I realized I play the game completely different than other motherfuckers do. If y'all watch some of my stream, I treat Sekiro like a fucking samurai movie. I just walk up on motherfucker with just my sword, like, you know what I'm saying? "You suit, motherfucker." You know what I mean? What up? Like, I don't even fucking use no tricks, no fucking, like, ninja stars or, like, the trick weapons, fire like, firecrackers and all this other shit. I just go in, parry, and stab a motherfucker. Like, that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? Just what I do. I don't even, like, realize well, I did realize I could do all that. I just never did it. You know what I mean? And I loved it. I feel like From Software respect me and made this game hard. They was like, "Man, I know you're gonna love this shit. It's just so fucking hard. But as soon as you figure it out, you feel like a boss." And I do. Every time I play Sekiro, I'm getting good. I ain't gonna front. Like, I don't want to be, you know, feeling myself too much, but I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at it. I'm getting to the point where I can do the parries pretty well, you know? Um, and it's so satisfying to have that done, right? I mean, shit, man, you can't play a game. You feel me? You can't play a game. And here's what I'm saying, all right? And I'm being completely truthful and blunt with this shit. What's up, Jemiah? You straight, man. I'll probably go for like what, another half an hour or so, and I'm gonna hop off, and then I'll stream Sekiro afterwards. About 10 minutes after I sign off of here, I'll come back on stream Sekiro. You feel me? I need that. I need that. I love that motherfucking game. But here's the thing with me, okay? And this is no slander. This is no joke. I'm being dead serious. Very serious. If you cannot rise up to the challenge of a video game, a recreational activity that challenges you, if you cannot rise up to that challenge, how am I expecting you to rise up to any kind of challenge in real life? You can't even like handle the challenge of a video game, but you expect me to like expect you to handle like a fucking crazy ass account. You know what I mean? If you were a consultant, right? And I'm your manager, and we have clients that got to be taken care of, and you bitch and cry about a video game saying it's too hard, and you want an easy mode. You think I'm gonna trust you with this customer? Hmm? This client that we have? All right, Thug Nasty, man. I'll see y'all. I'll see you Friday if you coming through on the round table. You know what I mean? You feel me? Yeah, participation trophy. Ain't that a bitch? But y'all feel me though? How am I supposed to trust you with anything in life if you can't rise up to the challenge of a video game? Some of y'all might feel like that's kind of harsh. Like, man, you basically saying this motherfucker's worthless. Well, low key, yeah. Especially for a gaming journalist. You feel me? You write. This is your career. This is what you make money off of, right? Yeah, there's dudes out there that speed running this game. I don't think I could beat it in 40 hours, and that's because I'm not trying to beat it in 40 hours. I'm like fucking around. Y'all see my gameplay. I'm like fucking around way too much. Like I could have been way further if I wanted to, but fucking around way too much. I'm just having too much fun with the game. I just want to, savor it. Because once it's over, right, I will still go back and play the motherfucking game, but still, I mean? You played it once already. The magic is kind of gone a little bit. Most of it will still be there. I'm thinking, new game plus mode. Most of the magic will still be there because I still am not bored of parrying a motherfucker, like just smacking the shit out of his sword out the way, like get your bitch ass off of me and just stab a motherfucker, right? That still has not got old yet, so I don't think the second playthrough is gonna suck it off. But I'm taking my time on it. What's up, Sick? But if you want an easy mode, right? If you want an easy mode to a video game, like it's disrespectful to you that you can't beat this game. Like you got disrespected by a video game. How am I supposed to trust you with this type of shit? Like, how am I supposed to trust you with anything important in life if you're not able to handle the pressure of a video game? Shout out to Smooth, man. Like, Smooth is mad doo doo at this game, mad garbo, but he's still playing it. He's still playing it, and his streams is hilarious. The only thing as almost as good as playing Sekiro is watching Smooth play Sekiro. It's fucking hilarious. I can't trust a motherfucker that can't rise up to a challenge of a recreational activity. And let me tell you what Sekiro would look like if it has an easy mode. I don't know how many of y'all was born in the 80s or, early 90s. Y'all remember that little toy Simon Says, where it's like a bunch of different color buttons, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like a bunch of different color buttons. And you gotta remember the fucking patterns and you gotta click it back, right? And it gets harder and harder as you go along. Y'all remember that little toy? Simon Says. So I've never actually owned one myself. I just seen commercials of it as a kid. I've never actually played with it myself because once again, I'm the son of a broke immigrant. I don't, what I'm saying? I ain't have toys like that. You feel me? But I remember those commercials. You know what Sekiro would look like if it has an easy mode? Simon Says, except Simon Says has the same motherfucking colors and only one button. Just one button. Just press that motherfucking over and over. That's what Sekiro would be. Yeah, bop it, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All those little toys where it's memory based and you have to like follow through the patterns and all that shit. Sekiro would be that, except just one button, one color, one button where you could just press over and over and over. That's Sekiro on easy mode. And that's what these motherfuckers want. They don't actually want to play the game because a game is challenging. That's how it is. Some games are not. Some games give you an experience, right? Give you a deep narrative, give you an amazing experience, right? This is not one of them. This is not. This game, the experience itself is the challenge. In the 90s and even in the early 2000s, when you say, I beat that game, it used to mean something. But now, certain games, 5-year old and their grandma can beat it. Because all you have to do is keep on tapping triangle. I low key feel that way about Devil May Cry. I feel like they kind of bastardized the difficulties of Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 5, the standard mode, not the easy mode, the standard mode. Standard mode is easy mode, in my opinion. Not even close to its predecessors. The game is amazing. It's fun. And of course, once you get to higher difficulty, it is hard as fuck. Dante Must Die mode is hard as fuck. I have not completed Dante Must Die mode because I went to Sekiro, and Sekiro is like crack in the form of a katana sword. So, you know, hard to do that. But that's what Sekiro would be if it has an easy mode. It will be Simon Says or Bop It or whatever it is with one motherfucking button. One motherfucking button. And that's it. Don't y'all believe in playing a video game anymore to take in the experience? I mean, beating a game won't mean shit if anybody can do it with their eyes closed. What's the point? And you're like, oh, I just wanna at least experience it. Look, man, you know what you are? You just wanna experience it. You're a romantic comedy type of motherfucker. This is a horror movie. Get the fuck out of this theater. It's not for you. All right. Sekiro is a horror movie. It scares your ass to death. And you get jump scares every few minutes. And if your heart's too weak for that, you might want to go see a romantic comedy. It's not for you. It's not. Go play a game where you and your friends can group up together and shoot shit with, auto aim and all that bullshit. Go do that. Go watch a romantic comedy. This is a horror movie. If you're not into it, the fuck out. If you play a game and it's difficult to you anyway, because low key, I feel like Sekiro, yes, it is very hard, but comparatively, I can't really say it's harder than the Souls games. I can't. I feel like this game, as long as you actually have a equal footing when you fight any being in this game. You fight them on equal footing. They're you and the NPCs in this game. They're you're both fucking slaves to the same system. You can parry them, they can parry you. It's all fair. I guess. I'm just amazed that motherfucker actually like put articles like that out. Like, you know, don't y'all game? Like, where have y'all been like all these generation prior? Don't y'all game? Y'all don't remember how hard games used to be? The shit that we playing right now is nothing. All right, it's nothing compared to the shit we used to play. And none of us complain about that back then. As a matter of fact, I beat that game. That phrase used to go way further than it does now. Nowadays, beating a game don't mean shit because it's pussified. Every motherfucker I just want to experience it. Well, then get good, motherfucker. What are you? I mean, like, there's a mechanic that's set up in the game. Learn it. That's the point of this game. To parry. Learn it. You want to play the game without having to play the game. Damn, started. Hey, if you start in the PS2, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But if you start in the PS3 era, bruh, you are super young. Watch what the fuck you say. I got honey in my cabinet, bro. I don't know what you mean. And I'm not black. I might sound it. Apparently, is what y'all telling me. Apparently, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Sick. Exactly. And I'm not really saying this about Smooth. I'm just saying this about motherfuckers who say that type of shit in general. You don't want to play a game. You just want to press a button while the game is on. That's not playing a game. Playing a game means matching up to the game itself. You know what I mean? You gotta like stare down this fucking gauntlet of fucking challenges that these devs work countless hours to create. And you, as a gamer, the joy of you being able to overcome all those obstacles that these devs painstakingly put into this game for you. And once you go through it, you feel like a winner. You do. You feel like a winner. Bruh, I don't understand if y'all don't play Sekiro. I don't know if y'all know the satisfaction of like smacking a boss, not just a regular dude, regular grunt motherfucker. I'm talking about a boss level, like a hard ass boss, right? I can't explain to you the satisfaction of smacking his sword out the way and stabbing him in the neck. If I mean, like that's the most. It's one of the most satisfying experience I've ever had. Just to like struggle this motherfucker like for an hour, right? And then it clicked. I got it. I figured this motherfucker out, and I just walked up on him. No special tricks. No nothing. No, you know, shurikens. No flame attacks. No fucking firecrackers or axe attacks. No extra shit. I'm just gonna parry this motherfucker to death. and and when you do it, it's the most exhilarating thing. Like, that's why whenever I tell y'all I stream, I'm like, look, it's gonna probably be at least 3 hours. I don't know how long it's gonna be because shit, I don't know when I can put it down. I mean, that's probably why I only stream and play Sekiro when I know I have a solid 5 6 hours that I can go, because I 3 hours always feel like it's such a low amount. Like, I can't like just stop. Like, it's so good. You know what I mean? It's my game of the year for sure. Unless like some other hotness come out that's even crazier than Sekiro, but it's a hard game to beat. If y'all know me, y'all know I love motherfucking Devil May Cry, and this motherfucker beat Devil May Cry, guys. Hey, Lady Butterfly was that was an amazing fight. Once you die enough time, you realize how to fight her and stuff. That last fight that you have with her is damn near an anime movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn near an anime movie, and you will never be able to experience that if you don't get good. You'll never get past the motherfucking bull or the chain ogre that do, you know what I'm saying, WWE moves on you. You'll never even get past those dudes. Because instead of actually focusing on the game, looking at the challenge ahead and try to overcome it, you sit there and bitch. You sit there and bitch. That's basically what it is. You sit there and bitch. And that's why you ain't no gonna get no better. And that's why if you type that type motherfucker, I would never trust you for on like real life shit. I would never trust you for shit. I can't trust you to hit no licks with me, right? Because I don't know you can handle the pressure of that. I can't trust you to do actual business with me, like real honest business with me, because I don't know if you can uphold to those business rules. It might be too hard for you. I don't know. I can't trust you with shit, really. With shit. You can't overcome a video game, a challenges of a fucking video game. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not skill shaming. I'm not skill shaming. All right. There's dudes who play Sekiro way better than I do. Because there's motherfuckers out there that's running through it, right? And there's people who are worse at it than I do. But I always respect the effort, right? Because you're still like facing the challenge that these devs is given to you. Whether it takes you 100 hours to beat this game, I respect you for trying to beat it and not bitch about it. And I mean, like, what am I supposed to like? How am I supposed to like give you any type of respect if you're in this type of industry and then you say shit like it's disrespectful to gamers, to their audience base, that you make this game, you know what I mean? That you make this game so hard. It's not for you. You went to the theater wanting to watch a romantic comedy. You want to watch a rom com. This is a horror flick. It's not for you. You're too soft to handle this type of fucking content. That's what it is. So, with that, I say get good. And last thing, and I won't spend too much time on this, mainly because it's not really a thing. It's just I promised Wanye I'll talk about it. So I spoke with Wanye right recently about battle royale, and my personal opinion is battle royale games are trash. Okay, they hold real like no real intrinsic value to them. They're trash. If I mean, it's a nice little mode to play, you know. Yeah, the chain ogre is actually pretty easy. The only difficulty there lies in the grab, but dodge out the way. Goddamn, simple. No other move, like every other move, is like highly telegraphed. But so battle royale, I was speaking with Wanye, right? And Wanye said that battle royale games are actually the hardest type of games because unlike Sekiro, the difficulty is placed there by the devs. While battle royale, you have to go against 98 other brains of human beings. Therefore, it is harder. And if you're out there, Wanye, please correct me. If you want to come through and talk about it, you're more than welcome to. I just want to, I told you I was going to talk about it on this shit, so I was going to talk about it. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that mainly because of this, right? I've played battle royale games before. Well, not games. I only played one of them. I bought Black Ops a while back, and I tried Blackout, and it's just not for me. I played a couple of matches, and it's just not for me. I think the game. I mean, it's cool. It's whatever, but the gameplay itself is trash. There's no intrinsic value to it. And here's what I mean by intrinsic value, right? It's still just a shooter. And yes, yes, there's more things in there. You versus 100, right? You versus 90 some odd people. But that doesn't make it hard because you get lucky all the damn time. I played Blackout like I don't know how many times. Not past 10. I didn't play it more than 10 times because I got real bored of it real quick. The first time I played, I got third place. And I was like, how did I get third place? I killed two motherfuckers. And then like I landed on the map, found a Glock, and then found a shotgun. And when I found the shotgun, I killed this motherfucker in the same house that I found the shotgun in. And then I keep running towards the closing area, the white line. I keep getting past it. And I keep not seeing anyone all the way until I got killed and I was in third place. That's hard. And one of the times I played, I ran up on these three motherfuckers. They was having like a what is it called, a Mexican standoff, where there's three motherfuckers shooting at each other at the same time. And I ran up on all three of them and shoot all three of them, killed all three because they all was already hurt. Is that a lucky? Is that lucky or not? You can't tell me that wasn't lucky because just randomly run up on three motherfuckers that have low health and just spray them all. Is that and vice versa? Motherfuckers get lucky on me and just somehow ran around the map and just caught me. You know what I'm saying? Slipping. Just run up on me from behind. I didn't see it coming, and I could see what he means by that. The only thing I can see is like the unpredictability of 98 people is more difficult than a game built to challenge you, right? And what I would say to that is I don't mean just because a game is difficult, it has intrinsic value. When I say it doesn't have much intrinsic value, there's no loftier merits to battle royales because it's a time waster. It's a time wasting mode. Low key, most multiplayer games are just time wasting modes. And don't get me wrong, I play multiplayer too, less and less as I play, but I used to be really into multiplayer games. Matter of fact, I know of YouTube crumb side due to multiplayer game. I used to be really into Call of Duty for a while, for like what Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 all the way until Black Ops 3. I had every fucking Call of Duty. And some of them I spent hours on. I think Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2 was the ones that I was really stuck on. I played those games like every night. Every night I would hop on 3, 4 hours, 3, 4 hours every night. And if you play those games for a while, you start to get good. You start to get very good. Like everything is just second nature to you. You know how to move and shoot. It's almost like motherfuckers that's shooting at you, like are moving like in slow motion, and you're just like running through them. You're just running through them. And so I get bored after a while. So after a while, I would actually just watch YouTube videos while I'm playing Call of Duty. Right? I would just play Call of Duty online and watch YouTube videos at the same time because I can diverge, you know, my attention to YouTube because Call of Duty is so like I played it so much that I just so used to playing it. And because of that, slowly it got boring. Now you would think Blackout, right, would do something different to it. It would make it more exciting. But it's the same shit. And low key, I feel like if you're really good with free for all, then you'll be a beast at Blackout. Just a couple minor like adjustments you gotta do. But if you're a beast at free for all, which I am, my three favorite mode is free for all, team deathmatch, and capture the flag. It's my three favorite shit. I used to play. That's all I used to play. But if you're cold with free for all, you should have no problem. No problem. And that's just what it is. Like I don't think battle royale does, and there's no substance to it. It's just a time waster game, just like all multiplayer games. They don't hold intrinsic value. I'm not saying it's not fun. It's fun. I used to be stuck on multiplayer for like years, bro. I used to play it all the time. I still do, just not as much as I used to. And just because the amount of players there doesn't make it harder. Because realistically, a fighting game is hard if you don't know how to play a fighting game and you're just going up against one motherfucker and he's beating your ass. You know what I mean? And battle royale is such a like an open kind of like game. Like everybody plays it. Children, grown ass people, old ass people play 'em. Now, if you telling me, you like load into a map and all 98 motherfuckers or 99 motherfuckers, I don't know exactly how many. Is it 99 motherfuckers total or 100 total? I don't know. And I really don't care. Whatever, right? If you load into that map and 99 or 100 motherfuckers in there are some cold ass motherfucker, now that's hard. But usually that's never the case. Usually you just run through some randoms, right? And it's boring as fuck to me. All right, I don't know what it is like. I don't know what my luck is with it, but I barely ever run into motherfuckers, and I be running loud too. I don't like sneak from one house. I purposely make myself known so I can get into like gunfights with motherfuckers. I'm so bored just running around not seeing anyone. It's like an empty map. I know there's like 90 some other motherfuckers on this map. I don't see one dude. Like everybody's camping. Like sometime I run like there's one game where I ran around the whole map just trying to find motherfuckers to shoot at and can't find one. And that's when I realized I would rather just play regular multiplayer modes. I'd rather just play team deathmatch, free for all, and capture the flag. I'd rather do that than play battle royale. And that's just the way. I mean, I'm not saying like if you like battle royale, you suck and you ain't a gamer. No, no, no. That's if it's fun for you, it's fun for you. My personal issue with it is, like I mentioned, there's just no intrinsic value to playing that. Just like there's no intrinsic value to, team deathmatch. Really, if you play a shooter long enough, you will get good at it. There's no way you wouldn't. And then once you get good, once it clicked, then you just run through everybody. Well, let me take that back. Sometime you'll go into like you'll load out and a one or two mother would just always have your number. That happened to me sometimes. Sometimes I'm a beast. I'm just like running through everybody and just this one motherfucker or like two of them would just clean my clock. Like I don't like they just have my number. They just cold as fuck, I guess. Or for whatever reason they just know how to fucking kill me. You know. But usually, once you're good at it, you're good at it. Like the mechanics of a shooter, right, are not that difficult. They're all damn near the same. Yes, some are crisper than others, but you know, aim, shoot, throw grenade, duck. It's the same things that you do over and over and over again. That's all it is. It's like virtual tag. And I'm not saying tag isn't fun. Tag is super fun, right? But tag is fun when you was a child and you want to waste more time. And it's fun. But I would not agree that it's harder than a game like Sekiro, a game built to be difficult. I don't agree with that. I mean, Battle Royale could be difficult. I'm not saying it can't, but on its own merit, it is not harder than Sekiro, right? And that's all I was saying, because I feel like Wanye feel like I'm just trashing Battle Royale and motherfuckers who play Battle Royale. I am trashing Battle Royale, but I'm not trashing people who play it. If you find enjoyment in any type of video game, that's all you can ask for as a gamer, you know? I'm just saying, my personal opinion is Battle Royale ain't shit. Like it's just not worth playing. I just rather play like regular multiplayer shit than play a Battle Royale game. That mode is not fun to me. It's trash. It is. It's trash. It's just a game mode. It's not a full game either. Don't give me that shit. Realistically, free for all on a giant map without um re without respawn. Isn't that the same thing? No respawn, free for all. What's the difference between that and battle royale? The only thing that's difference between that is battle royale maps slowly get smaller, and that's the only thing that's different. Am I wrong? You know what I mean? Am I wrong? It is not broken. How is it predictable and broken at the same time, bro? How is it predictable and broken at the same time, bro? That makes no sense. Like you predict the broken parts. Like how would you? But yeah, man. Like I was saying, I'm not trying to be here past 10:30 because by 10:30 I want to like run Sekiro. So that's basically it, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. I guess this is a rant. I don't really rant like that. You know what I mean? I just speak about shit. But yeah, man, anti-consumer, y'all really need to get better. Seriously, y'all need to get better. It's I hate calling people dumb because that's just really mean, right? But stop acting so inferior. No, 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 no. I mean, seriously, just if you speak about something, you better mean that shit. If it's just Twitter fuckery, then it's just Twitter fuckery. It's whatever. I'm all down for kicks and giggles and shit. You know, there's some back and forth with me on some dudes on Twitter, and that's for the fun of Twitter. But when you start doing the shit you was doing, you better mean that shit. That's all I'm saying. As far as Sekiro being disrespectfully hard to his fans, eat a dick. I hope it's harder. I hope part two is harder. I hope Sekiro has a fucking sequel, and I hope the sequel is twice as hard. I hope the sequel not only do you have to press the button to parry, you also have to press the directional on which direction the blade is coming from. Like you have to know what part to block, whether it's upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right, whatever. I hope that's the case. I hope they make it fucking harder so it can weave out real gamers and motherfuckers who like interactive movies. That's all I'm saying. And as far as battle royale, you can like it. I'm not saying you can't. Enjoy yourself. That's all we can ask for as gamers. Enjoy yourself. I personally just think it's trash and there's no intrinsic value in this gameplay. Just saying. But besides from that, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Uh Jemiah, Garuda, Savage, Stardust, D. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me Danny, all y'all motherfuckers, the regulars, you know what I mean? Fatal, Sick, and them. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. If I miss anybody, my fault. Vieira was up in here. Shit. Damn, I miss anybody? My fault if I did, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Let me take a break for a little bit, and I'll come back here at about 10:30 to run Sekiro. So if y'all want to see me die a whole lot while talking shit on Sekiro, come through in about 10 more minutes. I'll run that. You know what I mean? But yeah, as always, thank y'all for coming. Have a good evening. If y'all not coming back, Roll Flush Gaming, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit. Like, comment, and subscribe, and leave little white dude alone. I don't know if he's white or not, but leave dude alone. Don't hassle them, little motherfucker. I just want to speak about it because I said I would, and I am, if anything, not accommodating. If you want to come through, you could. That's all I'm saying. Good night, folks. I'll see y'all in a little bit.